Well, hello everyone. This is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the upcoming period. And here we are. Can you believe it? We are in the middle of November already. Isn't that something? As we start out our period on Friday on Veterans Day, we're actually going to see temperatures above average again, temperatures in the mid 50s. So it's going to have a real pleasant feel out there if you're out and about at ceremonies on Veterans Day, that's for sure. Tomorrow night, though, going into Saturday morning, look at this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some very high numbers in the teens, perhaps, in some of our deeper valleys around here in the Burlington area. So that's going to be a really, really chilly night. Chilliest night we've had probably since last winter. And, of course, as you notice now, since we turned the clocks back last week, our sun is now setting at around 4:30 in the afternoon. So we know that's definitely a sign that winter is right around the corner, that's for sure. But not quite yet, so don't worry about that. As we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going to be going on with our weather next week. And to be honest, for November, this is a pretty darn quiet weather map, I've got to say. There's really not going to be much going on here in southern New England. We're going to see a front on Friday that's going to pass through our area. It may touch off a couple of showers early Friday morning, but after that passes by, we're actually going to have wall-to-wall sunshine coming back to us again. So that's something, of course, that we saw throughout most of the course of the summer and the early fall. So some very dry conditions coming back into New England. And of course, with the passage of this front, of course, in the middle of November, that's going to bring in some very cool air on Saturday. We may not make it out of the mid-40s on Saturday with a very, very cold start to the morning. Other than that, though, there's really no big precipitation storms coming. No snow, that's a good thing, that's for sure, but also no rain. So the drought continues to get a little bit less severe, but we really do still need to get a little bit more rain before the winter comes in. As we go to the next slide, I'm going to show you a little bit. This is harkening back to some of our warmer months. This is what we call, this is a preliminary look at the past hurricane season that we had. And as we know, it was pretty active for us here in the eastern U.S., most notably being Hurricane Matthew that came up along the Florida coast and delivered a lot of really intense rainfall to the Carolinas. So all in all, this was actually a fairly decent hurricane season, about average, but we saw a lot of action around here in the eastern United States. And of course, if you were out in Bermuda, Nicole did quite a bit of damage there a little bit less than a month ago. But thank heavens, up here in New England, we were spared the worst of the weather. It stayed all to our south again. But as we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what our 7-day forecast is going to look like. And look at this on Friday, Veterans Day again. If you're out there again at ceremonies thanking all of our armed service members, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Beautiful, beautiful November day. As we go into Saturday again, there's that cold start in the morning again with temperatures only, look at this, 43 degrees for the high on Saturday with a little bit of a wind. We may see wind chills that stay way down in the low 30s. That is definitely possible. As we move ahead towards the start of our work week, though, look at this on Monday. Beautiful weather comes back, temperatures in the mid-50s again. And that's pretty much going to stay with us till the end of the period when we get to Thursday, which will be the next time that we'll see maybe the chance of a few showers moving in with another front. But again, temperatures are really going to stay about 4 to 8 degrees above average. So everyone, I hope you get out there and I hope you enjoy this beautiful November weekend we have coming up and have a great week.